Hey guys, Thunder here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my other videos. Today we're back with another build video, and we are finishing our second neighborhood in Willow Creek. So let's get into it. So we are building on the Brook Bungalow lot in Willow Creek. This is going to be a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house with a pool. It's going to cost 78,966 simoleons, and it's called the Blue Dreams House. Right now we are just doing the floor plan, and the initial floor plan I was thinking I was going to have 2 levels. It definitely changes because I realized I had enough room on the first floor to have everything that I wanted, so I didn't really need a second floor. And like I said before in my yellow family house video, this neighborhood to me is sort of the neighborhood that's like a step above the starter house. You're not like at the fancy mansions, but you're no longer at the starter house level. You're sort of in between. So that's where I went. And at first I was thinking I was going to do this house in red, but it ends up being blue. So just working on the pool right now. And just looking through, I put in a drain, and then I look through and I find the lights for the side of the pool, so I decided to put some of those around it. It doesn't add much light, and I don't believe I put lights in the backyard, but it's something, so just going to put those in right now all around. And then I really like the idea of some sort of privacy or something, so I put up these like waterfall walls from Spa Day on just this one side here. And I really liked that that sort of gave privacy, but you could still see through if you needed to, basically. And then just putting a couple of pool floats in, and I put the diving, it's not a diving board, but it's like a jumping off point or whatever in. I put a ladder, and then just going to get some fencing in. As I said, all of this is red right now. It changes colors when I decide to change the color of the house. So just putting in that fence, and then putting in a second floor right now. So just still thinking that I'm needing the second floor, but I actually decided to make just like a 3-bedroom, so like you could technically have more than 4 Sims if you do bunk beds, but I went with just 4 Sims, so this is where I'm deciding to change the color to blue. I really liked this blue paneling from Spa Day. But in this neighborhood, it's also been sort of a color or some sort of siding or something mixed with some sort of stone. So I kind of wanted to keep that vibe going as well. So I'm just looking for some stone right now. And I end up going with this one right here from Cottage Living. I liked the dark stone, but I kind of felt like it needed to be lightened just a little bit. So, and then just going to go and put in some roofing. Like I said, the second floor does not stay, so the roofing that you're seeing right now is not going to be what stays either. But I think in the end, the roofing that I did have on this house would have worked had I wanted to keep the second floor, but I think that this still would have been a cute house no matter what. So, just playing with the roofing to try and get it to work right. And yeah, like I said, I think this would have still been a cute house. It was just too much for what I needed, too much house, so I decided not to have it. And just playing around trying to get those two pieces of roof to match up because they were sort of like staggered. So I figured that the roof trim would just fix that. And it actually did seem to fix that, so. And just going back and changing the fence color. And then going ahead and changing the pool floats colors and the pool trim color. So. And then we are going to move back towards the front of the house. And I'm sorting out a floor plan right now. And this is where I figured out I really did not need the second floor because I had everything that I needed on this first floor, everything that I wanted anyway. If I had wanted more than 3 bedrooms, I would have needed the second floor, but I was kind of just thinking that this was just 2 parents, a child, and a teen, so that's the way I ended up setting it up. Just putting in the bedrooms now. And then I'm going to go ahead and take out the roofing pieces and the second floor. Just like I said, I didn't need them. At this point, I realized that, so there was no point in keeping them. And then I'm just going to go ahead and re-roof the house. So, just going to grab a big piece here, and then lower it down. And then grab this piece here, and get it to match the right angle. And then I'm just going to copy it over to this side. And then I actually just copy that over here as well to the back. So. And then just going to go back and add in the painting where the paint where it needs to be, the roof paint, the trim, all of that. Just making sure it all looks the same and has the right paint and stuff on it. And then right now I'm just lengthening this one wall. I really wanted it and trying to figure out where I'm going to have everything. I really wanted this one wall just to be a little bit longer, just to sort of have some separation there. Then we're going to go and look at the foundation paints. And I end up going with one from Get Famous. This one right here in the black. And I'm just going to put that around the whole house. And then just go ahead and look for some flooring for the porches. I loved how this base game black flooring just sort of matched with the trim around it, so I was very happy to find that. And then we are going to go and grab some black stairs from the base game as well. And I deleted the underside just to sort of save a little bit of money. I wasn't on a budget or anything. I just felt like that wasn't really necessary for this one. I don't always do that, but then just looking for some fencing for the porches. I really wanted to add some more blue to it, but I just didn't really like the options I had, and I just thought that it would be too much blue at that point. So I go back and I do this black fence right here. And then I'm just going to add a railing from base game. And then just looking for a front door. I liked this one from Seasons. And then somehow this part of the house did not get foundation, so I just put it there. And then just looking for a back door. And I go with these sliding doors from base game. And now we are going to go and do some windows. I ended up going with the windows from Seasons, but I sort of mixed and matched and made bigger windows in a lot of the spots just because I felt like it looked a little bit better. So that's what I'm doing right now, just making some bigger windows and then adding in some of the smaller ones where I thought they needed to go. And we're just going to use these season ones all the way around, just adding in some where I think it's necessary and when I think that it's necessary to make some bigger ones. And this one back here, I didn't realize that I had made it 3 wide, and that we had a 3 wide window, so I should have probably just used that, but it looks good either way. Then just going to add some more windows to the back here. And then around the side over here. And then just going to add a couple of these windows to the eaves of this piece of roofing right here. And I really liked how this came out with the black and the blue and then also the stone color. I just thought that it looked really good together. So now we are going to go and grab a mailbox, and I go with the one from, I believe that's from Get Together. And then just going to go and grab a couple of outdoor trash cans because I figure this is a big family. They may need more than one. So, and then going to go and grab some doors for the inside. I just went with this black base game one. Just going to put one for each of the bedrooms and then one for the bathroom. And then going and looking at flooring and wallpaper, I go with this blue tile from the base game for the bathroom up here. And then just going to go with some base game white square tiles right here. And that will be the flooring for the kitchen as well. I'm just going to go and grab the wallpaper first. I really like the one from high school years, this one right here. With the dark blue and the gold, I thought that looked really good. And then just going to go and grab the same flooring from the bathroom. And then just going to go and figure out my flooring for the rest of the house. I went with the same flooring that I used on the 2 porches, and then I gave the kitchen sort of an angled floor. And then I just put the same flooring in all of the bedrooms as well. Then going to pick out lights. I grabbed this one from the base game for the bathroom. I grabbed this one initially for the dining room, and then I paired it with a saucer light just because I didn't like how little light it was giving off, and I felt like that would help. And then for the kitchen, I go with this light from the fitness pack. And then a couple of these Dream Home Decorator lights for the living room. And then I saw this light from the Decor to the Max light kit. So I moved the light that I had originally for the dining room into the main bedroom and put the Decor to the Max light for the dining room. And then just going and adding a couple of the saucer lights to the Dream Home Decorator ones because they weren't giving off as much light as I was hoping. I added in this light for these 2 lights for the teen bedroom, and then for the child's bedroom, I was wanting something a little bit more kid friendly, so I went with this light right here. And then just going to go and look at wallpaper. I add in the wallpaper from the Decor to the Max kit, this one right here. I really love the deep blue color. And then for the main bedroom, I really wanted the wooden wallpaper from Eco Lifestyle. I wanted that on a couple of the walls, this one right here. And then I'm just going to pair it with a plain blue. This wallpaper right here. I thought that looked really good together. And then for the child's bedroom, at first I was going to go pink, and then I was thinking about, well, everybody else has blue walls as well, so I went in this child. I think I ended up getting a good mixture of the two, because not everybody's going to like the same color, but I got this wallpaper with the flowers, and I really like how that came out. And then for the rest of the house, I got this wallpaper right here from Base Game for the dining room. And then for the rest of the living space, I just go with some plain white walls. This one right here. Just some plain white walls with a little bit of trim on them. Just to finish out the space. And now we are going to move on to the kitchen with the counters. Just trying to look through and see which ones I think would fit for this kitchen. And I go with these Dream Home Decorator ones. So I'm just going to fill out the kitchen right now and figure out where I think everything needs to go. And just looking for the spaces for the fridge and the stove. And then I really wanted an island, so I used the same counters and I made an island. This corner piece though, because I kind of wanted it to be like almost a wraparound island, so I used this rounded piece, and I only put seats at 3 of the spots. So you'll see that here in just a moment. I used these bar stools right here in the blue from the Cool Kitchen pack. And I really just wanted them in like the 3 spots there. Then I put this refrigerator and a stove from Jungle Adventure. And I can't remember if I put a trash can in or not, but there is one outside, so. And I put in a blue sink from the Cool Kitchen pack, and I also give them a dishwasher. And then I was going to put in upper cabinets. However, the windows, I really wanted both of these windows to stay, and I didn't want to have to get rid of them, so it was going to make it kind of look a little weird having them like broken up by the windows, so I just decided to put in some shelves instead, like some open shelves. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Just trying to figure out which one I want to use. And I go with this one right here from Dine Out. And then just going to grab a fire alarm, and then just looking for some clutter, so I grab this drying rack and the paper towels. I find a spice rack and some different spices. I put out a microwave and the espresso machine. I was going to have it blue at first, but I decided to change it to black as well. And now I'm just going to go and look for the different things to go on the shelves. So I'm just looking for the different clutter options, like the different spices that I know that we have, and the different like jars of things, all of that. And I end up finding the aprons right here. But I end up also finding a hanging like wall spice rack that I put underneath over there. And then I go and I keep looking for the other stuff, like the little jars of things that I wanted to use. And I grab these ones from Dine Out. It's like the 2 little spice containers beside each other. You'll see that here in just a moment. These ones right here. And then I grab these little jars as well. I believe those are also from Dine Out. And then I grabbed those jars from the Country Living pack. And then just looking to see if there was anything else, I decided to go and grab one of the Dream Home Decorator shelves, the little squares, because you can line them up with the shelf and use it that way to help me put my spices up on the shelves. But I had to move a lot of the counters out of the way just to get them up there, and they actually took up less space than what I thought that they would, so I ended up needing to grab a third one. So I just changed the colors on it and everything. And then I really wanted some books, almost as if they're like cookbooks that they keep up on these shelves. So I grabbed a couple of the book stacks right here and just changed colors and got those lined up over here. And then I also wanted like a little plant over here on this shelf, so I went and I grabbed the one from the Industrial Loft kit. And again, I had to move another counter out of the way, so just going to get that there. And then going ahead and moving the rest of the clutter into place, and then putting a couple of these shelves back, or the cabinets back, and then just looking for some more stuff to go up here. I ended up finding these little containers from, I believe that's from the Country Kitchen kit. So, just going to grab a few of those to put up there. And then I also found the like little bucket with the lemons and the different fruits and stuff. I believe I used the one with the lemons in it. Yeah, those are lemons. So, and then I just had to put the kitchen back together. So, just trying to piece it back together how I had it. And then just going for some curtains. And because of how I did a lot of the windows, the curtains gave me some issues, just because it was difficult to put the curtains in and then get the windows back to where I wanted them. So, and then of course some curtains wouldn't work for both sets of windows, so trying to mix and match and everything. But I think that it looks really well in the end. I ended up going with this curtain right here for the two windows in the kitchen, just because it looked better, in my opinion, than having two different windows. This window over here is just going to give me some issues with putting it on and having it go right. So I'm just going to try and fix that up right now. And then we are going to move on to the dining room. I grabbed this table from Eco Lifestyle, and I paired it with chairs from Tiny Living, these ones right here. And I just put 6 of those around. And then as far as the decoration on the table, I grabbed the plant from Growing Together, this centerpiece right here. I love the color of the blue flowers. And then just looking for some wall art to go on this one wall. And I grabbed this picture from Seasons. And then just looking for some curtains to go onto this window. I go with this one right here from Seasons. And then just going to move on to the bathroom. I really love the window at the front of the house. I just didn't really want a window in the bathroom, so I covered it up with these curtains right here from My Wedding Stories. And then since it was such a big bathroom and this was the only bathroom in the house, I decided to go ahead and put in both a bathtub and a shower. So just trying to figure out the layout here, because I also really wanted double sinks. So just grabbing a toilet right now. I got a tub and a shower, and just trying to figure out how to best place everything. So just going to move things around and have the tub right there in front of the window, the shower, and then have the two sinks over here. And then just looking for a mirror, and I use this one right here. That is from Spa Day. And then just going to grab a bit of clutter, the soap dispenser, the toothbrush holder, some towels, grab one for each side of the two sinks, and then go and grab some toilet paper and then put some towels up on the wall beside the shower. And I grabbed the towels from the bathroom clutter kit. And then just going to move on and trying to figure out where I'm going to put the living room. So I move a few of the doors over and I grab a TV. This one right here. I didn't want to go too big because then it would be so expensive, and then just looking for some paintings. And I put these from Cats and Dogs up. And I actually had forgotten that I had used them here, and I did end up using them again in the bedroom. But they are in a different swatch, so I feel like that was okay. So just going to look for some seating now. And I really wanted to use this like little couch from the Book Nook kit, but I just did not like how it was pairing with this paranormal couch, and I really love the paranormal couch in the black with the blanket going over it. So I grabbed this, I don't think it's that, no, I grabbed this chair right here in the black, and I have it kind of angled almost as if someone has turned it to look at the TV. And then I went back to look for a different couch, and I grabbed this little love seat from Nifty Knitting. And then I decided to go back and look again. I grabbed that one from High School Years. And then just looking for a rug. I knew I wanted to have some blue in it so that it could pull in the whole blue aspect of everything. So I grabbed this rug right here from Parenthood. I put in a video game system, and then I went and I grabbed a little bookshelf. There's a lot of books in this house, and I did not realize it. And then just going to grab some base game curtains for these two windows at the front. And then just going to this pre-made room and grabbing the thermostat, this like bench seat for the front area, a rug, this basket full of towels and things, and the umbrella stand. And just going to change some colors on a few things and move a few things around. And just get it to where I like how it looks. And then I just thought that this wall was a little blank and needed a bit of color and and something on it. So I went looking through the wall hangings. And I decided to put this like feather picture in the blue, just to bring in a bit more blue. And I wanted something over here, so I put this collage of stuff. I believe that's from the Decor to the Max kit. And then moving on to the child's bedroom, I go with this bed from High School Years. I really loved all the colors on it. And I go with this little dresser just from the base game. And I was really wanting to use this one because I knew I could put some toys and things on top of the different steps of it. So that's what I am doing right now. And then going to grab a couple of bookshelves. I grabbed these that are like Princess Castle looking ones. And then going and grabbing a Princess Castle dollhouse looking thing. And then I grabbed this white cat stuffed animal and then a toy box. Just trying to figure out where I wanted to put the toy box. I decided to put it at the end of the bed and move the cat. And then really just looking for a rug because the wallpaper in this room I just didn't like how any of the wall hangings was going to look with it. So I decided not to put wall hangings, but I grabbed a couple of these like fuzzy snowy escape rugs and sized them up. And then moving on to the teen's bedroom, I knew I wanted a desk in here, and this one little nook over here was perfect for it. So I grabbed this desk from high school years, and I kind of think that this teen is probably a bit on the rebellious side. I grabbed them some books and one of those journals, and I really think that they are leaning more towards goth and grunge look, so I kind of leaned into that a little bit. This bed from high school years, I do end up changing the color. I give it more of a blue look, this one right here. And then just going to move on and grab a dresser. And I grab one from City Living. This one right here with the backpack and everything, and I just put it over here in this corner. And then just going to grab a couple of end tables. These are from Eco Lifestyle, and I'm going to put a paranormal plant on one, and then just some books on the other. It's not actually a bookshelf, it's just a couple of books stacked up on each other. So it's from Base Game. And then looking for a rug. I go with this one from high school years, sized up. And then a blue circle from Base Game for underneath the desk. And I thought that there just really needed to be something else in here, so I put in a yoga mat. And then just going to grab some curtains for this bedroom. And I end up grabbing the Seasons curtains because they actually fit the windows that I had made a little bit better. So just going to grab those. And then looking through the different swatches before I move on to the main bedroom. Just going to go and grab a bed. And I grabbed this one right here. It was just a matter of where I wanted to place it. And this room was actually a lot bigger than what I thought it was. So I end up putting in like a little seating area as well with a second TV. That way, maybe if the kids are watching TV and they don't want to watch what the kids are watching, they can watch something else. So they just have a little love seat and a chair, and then a TV and a TV stand. And then just going to go and look at curtains. I grabbed these from the movie hangout pack. Just going to put those on both windows. And then just looking for a rug. And I grab this one right here from City Living. And then I wanted this plant over here from Dream Home Decorator. And then just going to put in a desk. I grabbed this one from Dream Home Decorator with a Strangerville laptop, and then just going to get a chair. That one is just from Base Game, and I put in some books. Again, there's a lot of books in this house. I grab a rug for underneath the bed. And then I knew I needed some sort of a dresser, but there really wasn't much space, so I just went with this like tiny living one, and I put it over here by the couch. So, and then I put in some nightstands. These are from Base Game. And then I put a little alarm clock on one and a box of tissues on the other. And I saw this like little craft from Parenthood. I really thought that would be a cute idea that one of the kids had made it. So they have it on their desk. And then I also thought, well, this family possibly moved from the city to this new neighborhood to have more room for the children. So they have like a little city statue to remind them of where they had come from. And this is where I used the cats and dogs pictures again, but they're in the blue, and I thought that they looked really good over the bed like this. So, and then over on this other wall, just trying to figure out what I wanted to put over here. And I end up going with this collage right here from Dine Out. I do end up moving that over though because I really wanted something else. I was looking for some wall hanging plants, but I just didn't really find any that I thought would work. So I went into this other like wall decorations and I found these like little fish and stuff from Growing Together that looked like a kid had made it as well. So I put those above the desk. And then I went back to looking and I found these leaves from Eco Lifestyle. And then it was really just about the outside and getting it fixed up. So I put some lights from Growing Together on either side of the front door. I go and I grab a rug from high school years for in front of the door. And then I wanted some plants out front, so I grabbed this like vertical planter for both sides. And then just going to go and grab some trees. Just to get a few of them around. So I grabbed this tree for over here. And I really wanted one of the oak trees. I just was afraid that it was going to block too much. So I decided to put this tree back here. And I want to say that I put the same tree up front. No, I moved the tree from up front and I put the oak tree anyway. I really liked how that looked. And then I'm just going to put a few of these bushes and change the colors of the flowers. I didn't really do like a very big landscaping job. It's mostly just bushes with flowers on them. I put these around the front here. These are just from base game. Then I decided since those all have blue, I'm just going to make all the other ones have the white. And these little bushes are also from base game. And then I am going to put some bushes along the side here. And then working on the back porch in the backyard, I knew I wanted a grill, so I grabbed this one. And then I really wanted a bar out here as well. I don't put those very often, especially in family homes, but I really thought that that would just work because they're big on entertaining and their children are a little bit older than most of the other homes that I have done. So I grabbed this table from laundry day and then just paired it with these chairs from cats and dogs. Then I grabbed this season's table decoration. And then just going to look at some sort of plant or something for this wall. I was thinking about these plants from Eco Lifestyle. I just really didn't like how they looked. So I just went with this from the Industrial Loft kit. And then as far as out back, they still do have one child age sim. So I figured a swing set and some monkey bars would be the perfect addition. Plus they have the pool. And then we are just going to move on to the terrain paint. And for the path leading up, I really just wanted it to be sort of a straight path and just, so I went to the flooring to look and see what all we had there. And I decided to go with this path, this stone from the base game. And then I'm just going to put the terrain paint around the rest of the house. But I actually finished this house after the new update came out with the ceiling tiles, so I just put in some plain white ceilings across the house. And then we are going to do the terrain paint. Just putting the terrain paint underneath the trees, around the house, around the pool, around the flowers and bushes and all of that. This house will be available for download. My gallery ID is Thundera Shadow. So we're just working on the terrain paint. And I really like how the terrain paint underneath the house kind of makes it look like the house has been there for a while and the fence and stuff has been there for a little while because if it's in the ground or if it's covering the ground up, it's not going to be green grass underneath. So, and I actually did not used to put terrain paint on any of my builds. It was just like recently that I started doing this. But I really like how it looks, so we're just going to put all of that terrain paint in. Just making sure it covers everything. Trying to get it all the way around the house. And then just got to go back and get it around the back of the house and everything. Get it underneath the monkey bars and get a little bit in between just because maybe somebody has fallen off a lot and has made a path there. And same thing um with the swings. And then I made a path from the stairs to the pool ladder. And I decided that I kind of wanted like some almost sort of stepping stones. So I got this rug from, I want to say it's from Get Together, and I just used it in different sizes to make sort of a stone looking path. And I did not put terrain paint under the pool. I think I forgot about the pool, so just putting in those rugs right now. And your Sims can walk over these, so just putting in different sizes along this path. And then I do go back and I do change them to a different color. I just make them all a little bit more stone looking by making them gray. And I think that came out really, really well. Thank you so much for watching this video. As I said, it will be available on my gallery. My ID is Thundera's Shadow. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.